Hey folks, Larry here with Curio Mechanics. Today we got a fun little device I ran across. It's called the Snowsky Echo Mini. It's manufactured by Fiio, or actually Snowsky is a brand of Fiio, F-I-I-O. It's pretty much just a digital audio player, but they kind of had some fun with it, and so I thought I'd reward their innovation by voting with my wallet. So let's take a quick look at it. It's a relatively small little unit. Uh, it's kind of fun as they put buttons on the top. So they made it work and look a lot like a Walkman. The 40th anniversary Sony Walkman comes to mind, but there she is powering up. I have used it for a while. I find the battery life to be quite good. Definitely gets me all day. And there's kind of its claim to fame, is they put a interface on it that when you're playing music, looks like the tape is running. Now, when I first saw the images, I thought, oh, it'll be the size of a Walkman. But when it came, I don't know if I can give you a sense of scale, but I'd say it's half the size of a Walkman. I guess here's a roll of electrical tape, maybe, for comparison. So, quite a bit smaller. But like I say, the functions on it and the way it plays is actually quite intuitive and enjoyable. So, won't hold it against it. The thing, it's got a couple tricks up its sleeve. It does have a regular 3.5mm audio port for headphones. It does support Bluetooth. But then it's also got a 4.4mm balanced audio jack. So it is able to output a little bit better audio through that. And then the latest firmware upgrade, it's got a USB-C on it, lets you use it as a DAC. So you can use this as a headphone amplifier, a digital to analog converter. So plug it into something like, say, your laptop or computer, you can get some pretty decent high-res audio out of it. It does support DSD, not sure up to what amount, what level, but that still shows you that it's engineered to be more than your $20 tape player that you're going to find on the shelf. So Fiio has a pretty good history with audio equipment, and this one I'd say they definitely didn't just try to make it a gimmicky little toy. This is meant to actually play some pretty decent audio for you. So let's take a quick look. You can use the up and down buttons, and that will change your volume. Now, I think that's also supposed to change the song. There we go. You just hold it for a couple seconds. I'm going to stop it here. Give you a quick view into the menu, which there is a dedicated menu button on it. There's my songs. And if I hit the menu button again, it will let me select favorites, playlists, kind of the standard fare there. So I'm going to hit the back button. And they did, in this one, they included a TF card, but there is a also 8 gigs of onboard storage. So I thought that was pretty decent. We can hit the play, drill down into that, and off she goes. Now, my experience with the shuffle so far is it's only going to shuffle in the current folder, but that may just be operator error, because kind of just set it and forget it. But there's different menu options. You scroll through them with the up and down, or you can use back. And then play accepts the option that you're setting. So, not necessarily going to walk you through all the menus. There are quite a few of them, but you can have the album art displayed. Like I said, you can do playlists. There's a volume gain, so you can use a higher impedance headphones to give them a little more drive there. Does support an EQ There's the gain adjustment, high gain, low gain. The volume definitely seems to be adequate. I've got the highest impedance headphones I have right now are 32 ohms, but there's no problem running those. And then there's a look at the other interface, or the other play screen, I guess you'd call it. Me personally, I think the tape deck is probably the cooler part of it. That is the reason I bought it, just because, like I said, it reminded me a lot of the Anniversary Walkman by Sony, which also was meant to look and act just like a tape player, but in this case, it was about 1/10 of the cost. So for me, that was a pretty easy decision to make. I will do a direct capture here so we can take a listen to it, but I personally find the sound to be quite good. So let's just set that up real quick. So I'm going to use a Tascam recorder, which is pretty capable. So, but with YouTube's compression and all the fun stuff between you and I, this will definitely be not exactly what it sounds like, but hopefully it will give you an idea anyways. So let's power that up. Here's my digital recorder. Yeah, we'll get that going. And here we go. See if I got this right. We're going to record. And we're going to hit play. And nothing is happening. Oh, because I already had it recording. Oops. Well, let's try that again. So now we'll hit play. And there it is. Looks like the levels are peaking, so I'm going to try to turn down the volume a little bit. There we go. So, like I said, I'm still learning my way around it, but I think it's been more than just a silly little toy, as I kind of expected at first. Ultimately, I do see myself using it, kind of an out and abouter, something fun, throw it in a pocket. But like I say, the build quality on it seems good. It is fairly light, but that's kind of what you want in a portable device these days. The battery is non-replaceable, even though you'll see a little mock battery hatch there. I tried to get that off several times, but with no luck. But in any case, so, you know, at some point it will become, unfortunately, e-waste just when the battery poops out, but that's kind of true of everything today. So overall, I'd say it's definitely interesting and put enough work into it to where I, like I said, don't feel like it's just something you should buy at the toy aisle in Kmart. It's a full-fledged digital audio player, and then now with the firmware update making it a DAC, I think it'll offer even more versatility, and with time, who knows what else they can add. But I do know Fiio uses some nice components, so although I am not a trained audiophile by any stretch, I think that people who are looking for good sound will be pleasantly surprised. It's certainly better than what you get from a true cassette. So I guess as that goes, it's a step up. The card they included, the TF card, was 128 gigs. So that probably is going to be the limit, what it can support, but I don't know. The documentation was relatively thin, although I have not gone to the website yet to look for any more supplemental info. So, in any case, I thank you for watching. I know it's a little bit quicker one, but there's stuff going on, so I had to do the best I could. But I've, like I said, to me, this is a very interesting and competitive product product. And at this price point, I think it's not too hard to justify a frivolous device. It's kind of fun. I like fun. Reward people who try to come up with stuff that is interesting and innovative. And this one, I think they definitely did a good job with that. So with that being said, I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy your day.